who covers chips, including Broadcom, for his take. Stacy, I know AI and chips are the main driver here, but the VMware business, infrastructure software, in the quarter had a decently strong beat as well. That signals health.
Yeah, sure. We've liked Broadcom. The AI story is great. As I've said, NVIDIA is the #1 AI stock. These guys are the #2, and they've clearly been delivering. And I think the AI numbers on this print actually were fine. The quarter was fine, and I think the guide people were looking for $6 billion plus. We got 6.2, so that's good. And look, I mean, they've been killing it on VMware. I mean, they closed that deal a year and a half ago, give or take, and through the repricing and sort of the changing the model there. I mean, the growth there has been spectacular, and the software numbers in this quarter. We'll see how those break out between VMware and the legacy stuff probably on the call, but the software numbers look really good as well.
So it's down 1%. Shrug that off.
Yeah, look, the stock's had a monster run. The valuation is elevated relative to its history. It's probably going to digest this, but I think these numbers are kind of in the range of the whispers. I think this is fine. I think the print's just fine. Hawk as always delivers.
So just looking at AI semiconductor revenue specifically and this acceleration that's expected in Q4 to $6.2 billion, what's the read-through there in terms of customer base and the ramp in demand for the chips that they're making?
Yeah, so I don't know at this point how much of it is from like the custom compute chips, like for example for Google, versus for networking. And again, we'll get that on the call. Although I think broadly the networking data points from peers have been pretty strong. So my guess is it's probably both. There's also been a lot of chatter about strength on the TPU on the ASIC side as well. Last quarter they had talked about the AI business growing 60% this year, and both the numbers in the quarter as well as the guide would actually put it, I think, over that. And then I think the question on the call is going to be what does that look like as we go into next year? They were suggesting last quarter we'd see a similar kind of growth as we get into next year. So people are going to want to know if they're sort of taking that view up as well. But all in all, like I think this looks really good.
Yeah, we'll call semiconductor space XAI, and in the case of just looking at your notes, Broadcom specifically, the core semiconductor business, as you talk about it, it's been weak for some time. Are we seeing signs of recovery here? What would you be looking for those green shoots?
I actually haven't done the math yet, but I don't think so. The non-AI semis in the quarter was roughly $4 billion. I'm not actually sure what it's supposed to be in the guide, but it's probably not much more than that. So we're still bumping along the bottom there. As long as AI is growing, it doesn't matter as much. People are focused on the AI story. But I think if you were to look at the street numbers going forward, at least the sell side is modeling little to no growth in that non-AI semi business going forward. That feels a little pessimistic to me. We always understand why it's been cyclically weak. At some point that ought to recover. I don't think it's going to sit here forever. I think their non-AI networking business, for example, probably got cut in half off the peaks. I don't know if it gets back to that peak anytime soon, but sitting here at the trough forever seems a little too pessimistic for me. At some point that'll probably provide upside. I don't know that it's now, but at some point it probably should.